Okay, man. I'm gonna talk about this, man. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. If you got a woman that you just, sleeping with and it's cool, y'all just having a good time. Is it okay to upgrade her to girlfriend? A lot of dudes when you're younger, you pick these women based on sexual compatibility. But what people end up figuring out, even when they have babies or they move in together, that sexual compatibility is down the laundry list of things that you need: competence, values, beliefs, religion, how you raising your children, where you want to be at in life, the goals, all those type of things. So, if you got a girl that y'all like, y'all cool, you got to understand y'all just cool, having fun, clapping cheeks and all that type of stuff. The number one things that you end up finding out in those situations is that the girl, and then some guys too, but the girl always want more. Regardless if you're dealing with an OnlyFans model, and regardless of what they say about marriage, every woman wants to be married. Every woman wants the wedding, the ring. The women that's pushing that they don't want it is because they can't get it, right? And they miss their boat, so they want to shut the door open down on everybody else. Which, most men are fine with it, right? But what you do find out is, those women don't wait around. 304s, the call girls, the escorts, the whores, the nerds, the celibate women, the women that want to wait into marriage, all the women across, the one that's just waiting for the right guy. Even if they enter into that agreement with you, they've been sold a dream, of relationship. They want a relationship. And if you don't get them a relationship while they ain't dealing with you, even though you satisfying a need, women have multiple needs. When you start talking about, that emotional support person, guy that they can speak to and they can trauma dump on, or it's a person that, a guy that they have fun with and they love to go out with, and even if they splitting the bill or she paying for it sometimes, who's a really good friend, but she don't really find a sexual attraction to him. They get these needs met, whether it's a money man, they get these needs met. Whoever, maybe it's a guy that fix her house up, and she keep him around because he handy, and she might flirt with him but make a meal but never give him the buns. You feel what I'm saying? But ultimately they all want that relationship. So, but in these situations, you control the narrative, because if a woman is sexually attracted to you, in these situations, and y'all have an understanding that y'all just going to, deal with each other, okay? That y'all just gonna deal with each other. She's going to do things to kind of, see, what I'm gonna say this first and foremost. Lazy women do things. Lazy women do things like they just ask you, oh, what are we? And even if you told them, or I want more, but a woman that's going to, get into action, they're going to tell you, they're going to show you. They're going to start doing things like washing your clothes, cooking for you. And that's one of the telltale signs that women really like you. They want to fit into your life. They want to make your life easier. They want to show you what they can do. See, they may not want to articulate what they can do. And some women will articulate what they can do. Like, I cook a mean, carrot cake, or I can make it. They articulate those. They will articulate that, and better off, most women will show you. When you sick or you in need or your back hurt, they willing to rub you. They willing to, they willing to get into your life and get comfortable into your life. And 9 times out of 10 out here in this, climate of women we in, most women, factually speaking, they just saying, I bring vagina to the table and that's it. So if you got a woman Y'all got an agreement that y'all just did, and she's single or she ain't married or whatever, and you good. I mean, and she started, showing you. See, the lazy thing was women doing it. Oh, why can't we? Why can't they? A woman that really want to show you to do it, they gonna show you. And this is how a lot of these women who are hoes get dudes to ignore the past because they start doing things for dudes that other women won't do or haven't done before. That's what people don't understand. Women know exactly how to get a guy. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly how to get a guy. See, the lazy thing is to keep asking, what are we? The lazy thing is, oh, I need to get pregnant. And those are the lazy things to do. But once you fit into a guy's life and you're sociable, you're cool to be around, you can be around his moms, you can be around his family, you're likable, y'all can, do things together without arguing, without you complaining. Y'all can watch shows together. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always you suck the fun out of everything. That's why a lot of these dudes deal with these 304s, man. And I think a lot of people don't understand why the 304s don't suck the fun. They don't nag. They not, boring. They not square. They open to doing adventurous things. They open to having fun. They socially are inclined. They be cool to be around. Your waiter might have a fat ass at the bar y'all at. She might be like, "Oh, look at her fat ass. Oh, she beautiful girl," and it's just cool. That's how they finesse their way through the door. But in these situations, if you got a woman, that's trying to fit trying to fit in your life, and they do, and just in general, and she's doing these things to fit in your life. You know what I'm saying? And she's trying to make your life easier, cook, clean. You might need some help here and there. She willing to pay for a date, or she willing to, do some things just because you need her. I mean, to be honest with you, if she ain't no hoe, you ain't gonna find that out there. Now, will things change once you transition that woman from y'all just kicking it and seeing each other on the street? Everything changes. From it's like dating. Y'all dating in the puppy moon, y'all cool. Then y'all might, she might be staying over. Then it's a different transition. Y'all might move in, get married. Everything is a different transition. It's a different level to go through. So it's gonna be different. So when y'all together more, it's not gonna feel as explosive and as great as it used to feel. You know what I mean? But if you got a woman and and she fit the bill, you know what I'm saying? And she in that proverbial get clapped up zone, why not? If she marks all them boxes, why not? Because those women don't sit in that zone for long, bro. She might always have an attachment to you. But women like that, if she marked the boxes, go ahead. Go ahead. If you still want to be sleeping with other women, shit. Guess what? You may not find a woman like that again, but I feel like you should. But that's just my opinion. Appreciate y'all. Peace.